Hi, and welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. Today we're going to have a short topic, a discussion, interaction, hopefully, with regards to our beautiful four-legged family friends, our pets in this world that we have for maybe a week or a month or a year or 5 years or 15 years or 20 years. Sometimes our pets live for much longer than we possibly could ever imagine. I have my belief system on that now, to why animals live longer. The spacesuit lives longer, but today's topic of conversation would be regards to the very end, that moment where we all dread those nightmares, them horrible dreams that our beautiful four-legged family friend is about to leave this world. And I want to share something with you first of all. I've had dogs and cats in my life over the time that I've been here. And one particular time when I was in this village, just walking along, a yellow car just flew on this road, Calle de Avenida de Mexico, it's called. And a cat ran out, and unfortunately, the cat misjudged the speed of the car, and the car ran the cat over. The cat was shaking at that point, and I was in my car. I pulled over very quickly and grabbed a blanket and put the blanket over the cat as it was shaking, wrapped, I think it was a hymn, wrapped him up, put him in my arms and started walking very, very carefully, but at speed towards Natalie, the vet, our local vet here. As I opened the door, I felt the life leave this little boy, four-legged threaded boy. The next day, there was a lot of pain and suffering when I walked into the local papeleria to get some paperwork, and he looked very, very upset. I said, "Are you okay?" He says, "No." He says, "My cat's just died." And I said, "What did it look like?" And he told me, and I said, "Okay, right." I said, "Your cat died in my arms, and a car ran him over. And but he was in my arms, and he died." And he looked at me, and he was crying, and his energy just changed. It shifted from, and this is why I want to make this video, from fear and sorrow. Sorry, guys. Too many people are messaging me. From fear and pain and sorrow and suffering to a moment of, now I know that he didn't die in the middle of the road and suffered a death on his own. And this is a vital point of why I'm making this video. Ask yourself this question. If you knew you were about to move into the light and you were going home, would you want somebody to walk out of that door who you loved? Or would you want them to be with you at that most sacred, most special moment of the transition from the physical spacesuit to our spirit world? Or would you want them to be left on their own with a stranger, a vet, to just inject them and they fall asleep on their own? I can tell you this as somebody who has been in a room on 2 occasions, once with Daisy and then once with Dennis, my 2 schnauzers. I was with them at the moment of their passing. It's hard enough to even get the strength and the belief system that we're doing the right thing. Who are we to play God? Who are we to say when they should die or not? That's in itself a huge topic that I've talked about in many videos. However, this video is purely and simply about the moment of when our family, um, four-legged family friends moved back home. I truly know this, and with my hand on my heart, whether it's a four-legged friend or whether it's my clients who move from this world into the next world, that moment where they're just about to transition is such an important moment. It's a moment where, if you're a healer and you can feel the energy and you understand energy, it is a moment where we feel as if we're free. We feel as if we are now back home. We feel we're connected. At the moment of passing, to have reassurance and have love and support and have two arms and a heart beating full of energy around your four-legged friend, or somebody who is a mother or a grandmother, or whoever it may be there, if you're giving them that love on two aspects, you are creating a magnificent moment. And one is, because you've been chosen to be there, if you walk away from that moment, you may always feel the sadness. And you can only really understand this whereby many of my clients said, I walked away because I couldn't watch my beautiful doggy died. So the vet said, it's okay, you go, we'll take care of her. To the point where you are with them and you sit there till that transition happens. And I had never had one person ever say to me that after experiencing both, if it was to happen again, would you walk away? They always said no. There's something about a full stop, an end to a chapter, the end of a book, in the sense of being there through the whole of their life till the end of their life. So, it is a choice of everybody. And there's many people who would still say, I don't think I could do that. I understand that. I completely understand it. But if you're asking me as a healer and somebody who works as a spiritual healer, I would say that that moment heals more in you. And there is some kind of bond of spiritual awareness and connection thereafter than if you walk away. So you feel a sense of, right, I did, even though it was the most painful thing, it was the right thing to do. And there's something in this, there's something very spiritual in this that heals. And I believe that it's the transition of moving out of this spacesuit into our home world. You can only really feel it if you're in the presence in that moment. There's something magnificent and powerful about it if you don't allow the suffering or the shock or the trauma to take over. If you sit in peace, this is how I would this is, if I have to go through this again, this is how I would do it. I would sit with my little baby in my arms, my little doggy, and if this needs to be administered because they're in so much suffering and pain, and I'm at the vets, I am sat in the vets in a room together with love. And as this happens, I hold and stroke and love and care and give all my energy at the moment of the crossing. Once your beautiful four-legged friend has gone and left this spacesuit, their spirit somehow becomes part of yours, and there is an energy of love and compassion and healing and so much that takes place. So, to answer some of your questions over the past week that many people are having, that their four-legged friends are ready to move into the light because of cancer or whatever it may be, that would be my answer as a personal answer to you. But it's also my answer as something that I've seen as a healer. So it's really, really up to you, whatever you feel. If you're okay with leaving your pet, then I'm sure that's fine. You may ask me, and there is something in this as well. If there is trauma at the very end and shock energy, and if you just walk out and leave them, there is times that the spirit does not fully transition to the spirit world, and they can be trapped in between two worlds. And this is something rare, but it does happen. So then your little four-legged friend is no longer a four-legged friend. It's just their spirit is trapped in between two worlds because of the shock, because they've been abandoned, and there is a lot of fear in that then to cross over. That is something which is very rare. It does happen, and I have been into vets where I felt the presence of spirit trapped in between two worlds. So it does definitely happen. So having said that, you can take this information and do what you want with it, utilize it, think about it. And if you ask me, as somebody who loves animals and somebody who has worked with animals, uh, I would 100% say, if you are able to, stay with your pet, and afterwards you will understand that there is something extremely special and that it was the right thing to do. That's my message today. I am wishing you all well if you are going through the loss of a beautiful family member, pet, four-legged friend, which is just like family. Know in my heart that this is only a brief moment in this life that we all have, and going home is the most healing part of this journey that we live. You are an amazing mother, father, child to your beautiful pet. And whether it's a week that you had this beautiful chance, opportunity to be with your four-legged friend, it was the most beautiful time that they spent, and you gave your all and your love, and that's all that matters. Remember the good times, and the transition happens to all of us. We do not die. We simply move from one body into our spirit world. Have a great day. Wishing you well, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.